Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for clicking on 5 News Web News. It's Wednesday, May 1st. I'm Brittany Hope.
And I'm Matt Heckel, and here are some of the top stories we've been following today here on 5 News. 2 people were flown to the hospital after an accident yesterday.
Yeah, and I-79 was put at a standstill during that cleanup. It happened at around noon near mile marker 132 near South Fairmont. Officials said that one man was driving south in the northbound lane and hit another car head-on. That man was flown to Ruby Memorial Hospital. A man in the other car that was hit was also taken to Ruby by an ambulance. Both northbound lanes were shut down so that HealthNet could land and until crews could clean up the mess. And the pilot who accidentally crashed his plane in Tucker County remains in fair condition today. The pilot is 46-year-old Wasim Haider. The 2 other men on board were released from the hospital already. Officials said that they think Haider was trying to land the plane at the Wynwood Fly-In Resort, but didn't think that there was enough room to make that landing. That's when he apparently tried to take off again, but couldn't clear the trees. Reports from the Federal Aviation Administration and the National Transportation Safety Board have not yet been released.
Well, 2 people are okay this morning, but their home was gutted by flames last night. Investigators from the State Fire Marshal's office are being called into Marion County so they can try to figure out what caused a trailer to burn to the ground. That happened around 6 o'clock. Crews were called to the home on Pawpaw Creek Road in Baxter. Firefighters tell us 2 people were home when that fire broke out, but they did get out safely. We're going to keep you updated as more information becomes available. Meanwhile, investigators in Barber County still trying to figure out what started a trailer fire yesterday morning. Now here's what we know. It started just before 3 o'clock on Little Hackers Creek Road in Philippi. The people living at the trailer just moved out about a few days ago, but utilities were still turned on. As soon as we hear anything more, we'll be sure to let you know.
And the man accused of selling bath salts out of his stores in Clarksburg and Buchanan wants a little bit more time before he faces a jury. John Skruck was the manager of Hot Stuff and Cool Things. Last year, police confiscated illegal bath salts from both of his stores in the same day. Skruck's trial was supposed to begin in less than 2 weeks, but his lawyers say that he's not ready. They say they've gotten thousands of pages of new information, and the defense said that they got a list of witnesses a little over a week ago. But prosecutors don't agree. They said that his lawyers had access to most of the evidence for months, and the other documents just won't be used. Meantime, police arrested a man early yesterday morning over accusations that he scared a restaurant full of people because he was supposedly armed with a gun. People at the Quiet Dell Sports Grill called deputies when they saw this man, 36-year-old Brian Smith, with a firearm. Smith is prohibited to own one because he was arrested for domestic battery in the past. The gun wasn't the only thing, though, that officers say they found on him. They also got marijuana, bath salts, and over $2,000 of what they believe is drug money.
Well, a WVU student probably regrets something he apparently told police over the weekend. 23-year-old Neil Patel is said to have threatened to slit a police officer's throat if they didn't return his keys. According to a criminal complaint, Patel called 911 and told them he was dropped off by an officer with the Morgantown Police Department who didn't return his keys. That apparently made him mad because he's also said to have told the 911 operator that, quote, the police officers are his sons and he is their father. Patel is free on bond this afternoon. And before we move on with the rest of this, let's take a quick look at what our newsroom is working on for tonight for First at 5 and 5 News at 6. First up, a Barber County teen is paying it forward for the community. He says they've helped him so much, he's just paying them back. We're going to tell you what exactly he's doing.
And we're going to take a look at how the sequester has affected our area and what some people are doing to try and stop more jobs from being lost. Plus, we're going to have a look at your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Ken Meehan. More sunshine's on the way. That's coming up tonight on First at 5 and 5 News at 6.
Yeah, spoiler alert, that forecast is nice looking.
Oh, my goodness.
So, there you go.
No rain until probably next week at this time. Lovely.
We're not even going to worry about it.
Loving it.
All right, that's going to do it for us here. We'll be back tonight for First at 5 and 5 News at 6. Until then.
Have a great day, everybody.